Instinctively got there, bang, chip over the keeper into the back of the net. Yo, what's going on, Team Tweety? I hope you're all super well. Man, oh man, I'm feeling good. It's game day, first game day in so long. I'm just watching my Dallas Cowboys play against the LA Rams. Fortunately, it looks like we're probably going to lose this one. Unfortunate. So with game day today, I've been preparing, and look, I'm not 100%. My ankle, my foot, the one that's swollen from the session on Tuesday, that's still hurting. I've been doing absolutely everything in my power to try and get back to 100%. But like I've told you guys so many times, it's almost impossible going into a game 100%. It does hurt. I think hopefully once I warm it up, come on, let's get a big stop here. Oh, big stop. I'm just hoping that once I've warmed it up, it's gonna be all right, and yeah, I can go out there and show what I've got and help this team get a win. Now it is a friendly, so the result isn't the absolute end of the world. This game is more so for the coach to kind of find out how he wants to play the team, look at some players, and yeah, that's about it. That's what friendlies are for. Maybe try some other things as well. So I've got everything I need in here. I've literally got 2 pairs of ankle socks, 2 pairs of different color long socks. I've got my ankle sleeves, shin pad sleeves. I got my shin pads. I got 1 pair of boots in the car. I got my favorite, beloved Hypervenoms here that I'll be wearing for the match. I got my protein shake, which I'm about to fill up. I'd say I'm just about ready to go. Throughout the day, also been hydrating as much as possible, been eating all the right foods, carbs. Sorry I didn't show you guys lunch. It was basically some rice and some other stuff. Big stop. Oh, they got through. They scored a touchdown. Game day.
Game day.
How you feeling?
At last. Yeah, good. Excited. That'll be good.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Obviously, I'm not 100%, and you can never expect to go into a game 100%. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I hope it's all right.
I think I'll be able to get through it. I think I'll be alright. This will be the first game that Dad won't be videoing in a while.
It will. I can just relax.
Yeah, so obviously I hope you guys can understand.
But I'll be back.
Yeah. It'll be a bit silly to record the game. It doesn't make sense. Football always comes first for me. Vlog second. And this is one of the times where unfortunately there's no game footage for you guys, but we'll get
soon.
We'll get Papa Tweety's in-depth analysis afterwards.
Indeed.
And we can hear all about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, arrived at the ground. Not much to say. I've seen it. It looks very much like a Spanish ground. One of the ones that I saw over while I was in Barcelona, Sabadell. It looks very, very much like that. So I don't know, it's weird. I'm getting a sort of nostalgia effect, but maybe I'll play good because of that. I'm confident. I feel great. I feel good. Ankle's a little bit sore, but hey, we just gotta deal with it. Let's get out there. Let's go kill it. Back home from the match, I went out with Lucy to, where did we go? I forget what it was called, but it was like a pizza place.
Oh, yeah, in Newtown.
I don't know, something, I don't know, some sort of pizza. Then we also went out, got some scones with jam and cream. Thought we'd have a bit of a late night snack. I also had my protein shake after the game as well. And how you going, buddy? Are you good? Big dinosaur, don't whip that tail at me. That tail is that's deadly, man.
And it's like a whip.
Yeah, it is a whip. So, Luce, what did you think of the game? I'll quickly give a very short overview. I started the match.
That was good.
Which, look, you never know what's going to happen. You don't expect it, you don't not expect it.
Right.
Because it's the first game of the season. And
yeah, but they trusted you enough to want to put you on.
Yeah, exactly. So we won the game 1-0 and we scored the game in the first half. Bit of a story with the first goal.
Right, yeah.
The ball got put through behind. Let's say the goal's just there, right? The ball got put through behind, I've made a run in behind, and I've gone to control it, and it was at an awkward height. I'm looking back at it, I should have got this foot up, I reckon. But either way, there was a guy there, so I knew if I left it would have hit him and come back to me. So it's come over, I've gone like that, missed it, and it's gone, hit this guy, and he's lifted his hand, handballed it, and it's dropped to me perfectly out in front. Keeper's come sprinting out to me, and I've just got to the ball. Instinctively got there, bang, chip over the keeper into the back of the net. And just after I kicked it, the ref blew his whistle and gave a penalty. How do you feel about that one?
Not so great.
I was so cut.
Yeah.
I scored!
And it was such a good goal as well.
Yeah, I scored the first goal and then we get a penalty. But thankfully, we scored that. The result is what matters. As long as the ball gets in the back of the net, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So you're not the most expert football person.
No.
But what were your thoughts on the match?
It was a little bit slow, I thought.
Yeah?
Like, and also you bunched a lot, which, like, I don't know, I found, like...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team we played against, they sat back a lot, which meant they were very compact. And that was somewhat difficult to play against. We didn't have a lot of width, and it was obviously the first game as well.
Yeah.
Which makes things difficult. It's the first trial game. No one's super duper fit.
No.
And a whole lot of things. But yeah, we got the win. That's the most important thing.
Exactly.
Right now, though, I'm going to cut to Dad, Papa Tweedy. We're going to get his little analysis of the match because I'm not with him right now. But this will be like tomorrow, I believe. So, Papa Tweedy, let's get you on the mic. On the mic, Papa Tweedy.
Hi there.
Day after the game. Now, to my understanding and my knowledge, you've gone away and written a few notes about the match.
Otherwise I'd forget. A forgettable match.
What do you think? What were your thoughts?
Well, in my other career as a football analyst,
Yeah.
well, there are a few things. The highlight was you scoring the most fabulous, wonderful goal, sprinting down, putting the fullback off, and he kind of messed up, and then somehow you did some magic goal into the into the net. Couldn't run it well. It all happened so quickly,
Yeah.
I couldn't follow it. And then they
It's
called
loud.
it back for a handball against the fullback, and
Yeah.
got a penalty, and you didn't get a goal after all.
No.
But it was impressive.
But it was a goal, but not really.
And then, so that was the highlight. The low light, that was right at the beginning. The low light was towards the end of that half where you finally got a clear ball in front of the box, just on the edge of the box. Went to do a turn. I thought if you could have turned and shot, you would have scored for sure.
100%.
First touch was too heavy. You kind of turned as the ball came to you, and you pulled the ball. Like, the difference between a quarter of a metre and a metre is everything in that situation.
Yeah.
And by the time you got it back again, they were all over you. But anyway, it's good positioning. It was interesting. I thought you showed moments of brilliance, particularly when you broke clear, and when you got into the clear, your speed and skill was really good. That happened 3 or 4 times. That was very impressive. At other times you're a bit flat. I think the foot worried you a bit, and it was hot, and the first game with a new team. And then finally, you didn't get the ball much at a traditional number 10 position. You need to think about positioning and how can you get that ball more.
Yeah, new formation is something that I'm definitely not used to.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge, and I love challenges. So thank you for your insight.
Good start, I thought.
Yeah.
Could improve. Good start.
Oh, we can always improve. Always. Just got out of the shower. I hope you guys enjoyed what Papa Tweedy had to say. Now for my reflections on the match. Look, I want to say this. First off, I want to start a conversation down in the comments on, because I was thinking about it in the shower. Where do you guys draw the line between an excuse and a fact, and an excuse and like real stuff? Because sometimes I feel like it is difficult for me to talk, especially this sort of communication that me and you have, because it's through the camera. I can't really explain things, and I am not one for making excuses. I hate making excuses. I feel like if you make excuses, you don't bring any value to yourself, or you don't improve your life, nothing. Excuses aren't, So what I'm going to say is what I believe is facts. Now you can agree with me, disagree with me, whatever. To start off with, I'll say my performance, it was a bit meh. There were definitely some touches in there where I took a touch and it wasn't the touch that I needed or wanted. And like, I won't forget this one. I received the ball in between the lines, great positioning, turned with it, and my first touch when I turn goes like 2 meters away from me. And I go, what? And that happened a few times. So for me, I look at that and go, well, that shouldn't be happening. And that comes from not training enough. If we look at this week, the last time I did a proper, intense session was Tuesday night. And since then, that's what, 5 days? I haven't had that sort of intense stuff. And you guys see in these videos, I don't have my touches 2-3 meters away from me, and it's a lack of sharpness, in my opinion, which comes from the lack of training. That's how I look at it, because I look at those mistakes, and it's not mistakes from not being good enough. It's the vibe I get is, I know, like, the touches I made in the game, they weren't me. I know I am so much better than that in some of those instances. Some instances, yes, I was great. I created scoring opportunities, blah, blah, blah. I created some nice passages of play. But others, I look like, that's not the player I am. I don't make those mistakes. And for me, it just comes down to that lack of sharpness. And I think coming back after missing those 5 days of training, this is where it is difficult for me, because it may come across as an excuse, but I don't want it to. I want to say, what I want you guys to take away from this is, when you come back from injury and not training, it just goes to show how important training is. And when you go into a game which is competitive, the opposition is, they're trying to win the ball and whatever, you can't just expect to walk in there and succeed. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. So in my opinion, if I had the day and the week that I wanted and should have had if I didn't get injured, I would have performed much better in that game, because it didn't come about from really, really, really poor positioning. The mistakes that I made weren't bad decisions. The mistakes that I made just came from the lack of sharpness. So my aim, I guess, you never know, I might get cut after that game. You don't know. I believe everyone's been called back for Tuesday's session. I'm not sure. But my aim is, next week's game, if I get the opportunity to play there, is do my best again to try and get back to 100% and, try and get these intense sessions in where I can then get back to, just playing the football that I play. Sucks, man. Like, I just get flashbacks of these touches and mistakes and go, far out. I just knew I could have been better. And again, I'll say it's difficult, because I feel like this I feel like I'm really presenting you guys facts and not an excuse, because I just know I have a good touch. I have good touches. I have good dribbles, all that sort of stuff. I don't know. How do we learn from it? Well, we just work hard this week, try and get back to 100%. So I'm going to end it there. Look, I'm happy. I'm frustrated, but yeah, that's that. So, Team Sweetie, I'm signing out. Make sure you like on the show. Subscribe me on here. Join the journey. I'll see you in the next video.